Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
9년 전 한국에서의 새로운 출발을 위해 부산을 처음 찾은 프랭크. 부산의 자연과 사람, 부산에서 누리는 모든 것을 사랑하는 그는 부산의 변함없는 한대에 늘 감탄합니다.
I think that Busan people are actually very, very kind and very welcoming. If I seemed a little lost, there was always someone that was there to ask me if I needed help. They're more seriously friendly than it's very serious. I very seriously want to help you.
부산의 한결같은 모습도 늘 감동을 주지만 이제는 부산의 미래를 꿈꾸며 2030년 부산의 새로운 도약을 기대합니다.
Busan people are very proud of their city. They want to share the city with everyone. If we get the World Expo, it'll really put Busan on a global map.
세계 박람회가 어울리는 도시, 미래를 향한 힘찬 도약. 부산에서 출발한 파도는 이미 세계를 향해 뻗어 나가고 있습니다. 2030 부산 세계 박람회. 부산이 시작하고 대한민국이 함께 이뤄갑니다. 이 캠페인은 지역과 함께하는 든든한 동반자 BNK 부산은행과 함께합니다.
Coming up next is Inside Out Busan with Laura McLucky and Minsu Shin. BFM 부산영어방송.
Hello. Happy Friday to you all out there in Radioland. It's the end of the week, or maybe it's the start of the weekend, whichever way you look at it. Something is definitely going to happen. A lot of meals, yes. Oh, I love to eat during the weekend. And guess what? There's this frozen kimbap product which is taking the US market by storm because of, Hallyu, of course, the Korean wave, which is still big, but also vegetarian culture. So because, in another way, more people are seeking food that is inexpensive because ingredients are getting more and more expensive. And as we know, kimbap is pretty reasonable. So I really love trying different kimbap flavors here in Korea, but I have never tried frozen kimbap. I wonder how it tastes. I don't much like frozen rice, so we'll have to see. My favorite is probably, 참치, tuna, and cheese. 아, 배고파.
There's
love a little bit. It's a bit spooky. It's a bit spooky, but don't worry. It's only Where Is My Mind by Pixies to kick off our show. What a great way to kick off the show. Do you know there's been so many cover versions of that? I like the Placebo cover. I also think MIA did a cover of that. But my favourite has to be Pixies, of course. And it was from the OST of Fight Club, which if you haven't seen, spoiler alert, it's amazing. Go and check it out. Anyway, welcome to the show. 6:13 on the clock. You're here with me, Laura McLucky. It is, of course, Inside Out Busan. Friday, the 8th of September. And we are here until 8 p.m. this evening, so do stick around with us here. Happy 퇴근길, happy Friday. 불금이잖아요. So whatever you've got planned for the weekend, it's time to start enjoying it. And specifically, dinner. Oh, so what are you going to eat for dinner? 여러분, 오늘 저녁 식사는 뭐 드실 거예요? 궁금합니다. 그리고 너무 배고픕니다. So, let me know. 샵 9050 pound 9050. You can text me for 101. Thank you, Annie. You can also get onto Kakao Talk, search for BEFM. Or 부산영어방송. Text me for free over there and you can tell me what you're going to have for your dinner. Or maybe you're already eating dinner. Or maybe you're going out. Or maybe, I don't know. Just let me know. I want to know. I want to live vicariously through your taste buds. Also, you can find us on YouTube. Search for BEFM or 부산영어방송 in your notube. And you can go and find us now. Cosneem texting in already saying bully bulgum. Yay. Isn't bully like bully? That's like old timey British people, men with mustaches. Bully. You know, the old boxing style? Like this. That's what it reminds me of. Or Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, glad to be here with you today. Glad that you're joining us wherever you are. And stick around because we've got lots coming up for you. Just a quick brief rundown of what we've got today. Annie's in the studio with us up next, giving us some news bites. Also, we've got Gina in the studio for TGIF Live Studio. It's Gina and I singing, and you can probably hear my voice is not great, but you know what? Who cares? You gotta live life, eh? Bully. Rock Lobster. Have you seen that episode of Family Guy? Don't butter me. Now, what is it? Don't boil me. I'm still alive. Death to butter sauce, or something like that. What is it? Oh no, I can't say the actual words because that's a little bit not okay for this time. But death to butter sauce, I thought was funny. Anywho, in the second half of the show, we've got On the Mic, followed by Open Studio. We've got a guest coming in to tell us all about their life and business. And then, of course, we've got Quote Unquote. In the meantime, in between, we've got lots of great music. If you want to hear a song, all you need to do is call me, text me, send me a carrier pigeon with your song request, and I will do my very best to play it for you this evening. Yeah. Juburonim texting and saying, I'm going on a diet, so I'll have a salad with a banana shake for dinner. 그것도 맛있겠다. A salad. What kind of salad? What's going to be in your salad? Please tell me there's going to be fried chicken in your salad. A fried chicken salad. Sounds delicious. I don't know what I'm going to have. I actually want to eat fried chicken. There's one beer in my fridge at home, and I'm thinking a little chimek might be in order. What do you think? Tomorrow morning, I've got nothing to do as well. So that's exciting. Although my baby does wake up at 5, but still, it means that I don't have to do anything. I can just be in my house, even though. Anyway. Let me know what you think. But listen, you probably heard about all this Korean frozen kimbap, right? It's hitting American markets. It's captivated the American markets. And the phenomenon has gained popularity. When somebody posted a video of frozen kimbap, it got 1.1 million likes and over 4,000 comments. And, you know, it's sauteed veggies, root veggies, crunchy pickles, braised tofu, etc. Kimbap is delicious, but the ingredients were introduced on this video, and they were looking at it as this kind of plant-based, healthy choice, which it is, apart from you got to take the rice cake out, and if there's any ham in there or any, other kind of meat stuff, but it really is. And these days, still, K-snacks, K-food is still going on this like strength to strength wave of attention. And especially, kimbap, the texture of kimbap and the salty taste of seaweed snacks. It's allowed Korean food, again, and specifically kimbap, to emerge as a global food. So, and these days as well, young people are crazy about yakgwa. I don't like them. I really don't like them. But if it's got, a big thick cookie and then yakgwa all over the top, or like 달고나. Anyway, my question for you, what Korean-style snacks do you like? Any you'd recommend? 네, 여러분 어떤 간식을 좋아하시나요? 추천해 주세요. 그리고 오늘 저녁 뭐 드시겠어요? 그것도 알고 싶습니다. 89050 샵 9050 or KakaoTalk. All right, we've got coming up next some very important news. It's time for News Bites. Yes, indeed. Annie's in the studio. Good evening, Annie.
Good evening.
How are you?
I forgot it was evening for a second there.
It is. Good morning.
Good
evening.
afternoon.
Hello.
Good night.
Hello there.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good.
You all right?
Yeah, good.
Very nice.
Doing well. My lips aren't very bright today. I'm looking at on the the screen.
Well, you don't have your
I don't have
gloss
my
with you.
gloss with me. I don't have any pockets in these shorts. So, yeah, unfortunate. Apart from that, though, feeling good. But I was kind of really sad, actually, when I briefly glanced at your script. We've got some pretty heavy news to kick us off.
Yes, unfortunately, Friday is a little sad today.
Yeah.
Quite serious. So if we jump into it, a teacher in Daejeon attempted to commit suicide on Tuesday this week and unfortunately passed away yesterday while hospitalized. So it was found that this teacher had suffered from malicious complaints for about 4 years. So back in 2019, the teacher was in charge of 4 elementary students who had quite poor class attitude and also bullied other students, which then resulted in the constant request from the teacher to stop yelling during class, pointing out their poor behavior, such as lying down in the cafeteria, and also requests to stop bullying other classmates. Then on November 26th, 2019, a student had actually assaulted another classmate. I believe they punched him in the face. So this teacher sent the student to the principal's office, to which the student's parents reportedly visited the school themselves and demanded an apology from the teacher several times for, quote, shaming my child.
Oh, that's just so terrible to hear. So terrible, and especially when it's getting such attention and we were thinking that things were improving.
Right, it's just
really sad. So, I mean, these parents, did they do anything else?
Unfortunately, they did. So the parents even went as far as reporting this to the police the following month in December for child abuse. And the teacher then had to receive psychiatric treatment for the distress from this whole situation and had asked the school to hold a school rights protection committee, but then was rejected. So these specific parents actually continued to file complaints for over the period of 4 years while this child still attended the school. The parents said that they didn't want to see the teacher at this school. And so this teacher had actually recently attended the memorial rallies that were going on for the other elementary school teacher who took her life, but ultimately could not bear the emotional toll.
It's just so sad.
Yeah. I do have some resources for anyone who's listening. You don't have to be a teacher. Anyone who's struggling with mental health issues or symptoms of depression. There are various hotlines you can reach out to. There's the 1577-0199. I believe that's a suicide prevention hotline. There's also 129, which is the Hope hotline, 1577-9191. And there's also one for youth, that's 1388. But these may not provide services in English, so I kind of looked further. And for English speakers, you can actually contact and get help through the Tanuri portal, and you can type that up in search engines. And also you can reach out to the Multicultural Family Support Center, who will set you up with consultations in English, or even just call the Tanuri helpline. So that's 1577-1366.
Really, really important information. Thank you so much for sharing as well those resources. And just so sad to hear that another innocent life has just been wasted for this reason. It's just,
teachers are important.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And hopefully no more. Hopefully no more of this.
Hopefully.
It's a sad piece of news to start on. What do we have next?
A little bit of politics, I guess.
Okay.
So Yoo Hee-rim, a former journalist and a member of the Korea Communications Standards Commission, that's KCSC, has been elected as the new chairman of the committee after a plenary session today. So Yoo served as a reporter for KBS and YTN, was also a director of YTN DMB, the CEO of YTN Plus, and also co-representative of the Media Solidarity, and then was appointed by President Yoon on August 18th as a member of the KCSC. This new chairman appointment actually follows the dismissal of the previous chairman or chairperson, and then was recommended by a total of 4 commissioners of the ruling party and 3 of the opposition party.
Okay, so it sounds like perhaps the election was smooth sailing? No?
Not really,
so
no.
much?
There were some
Okay.
issues here. At the meeting, the opposition party recommendation committee members argued that the process of dismissing the former chairman, that's Chung Yeon-ju, the former vice chairman, Lee Kwang-bok, and also a former member, Chung Min-young, and then electing a new chairman immediately was unfair. And then the opposition members had actually walked out and did not participate in the vote. And member Kim Yoo-jin of the opposing said that the decision should not be made without a 9-person committee present, which is the norm, and in majority agreement. The ruling party committee member said, Hwang Sung-ok, explained that if the subcommittee is composed of 4 members or less from the beginning, which it wasn't, it must be unanimously voted. But if the subcommittee is composed of 5 members at first, 5 and up, that is, it'll be decided by a majority, even if there's a vacancy in the middle of the meeting, even if they leave in the middle of the meeting, which is what happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gone through, it's happened. Politics isn't always smooth sailing. In fact, rarely smooth sailing.
Rarely, very rarely.
So we'll see what happens with this new appointment.
Yeah, seems important.
Let's go to our final piece of news, international news this time.
Right, so the world is sad, I
Yeah.
should say. So Hong Kong saw the heaviest rain since records began 140 years ago. This results in the death of 1 person and injured 83, according to local media. And the city actually experienced unusually wet weather that was caused by typhoons that also brought disruption to southern China as well. So videos showed a lot of flooding, like waist-deep waters in narrow streets, which shut down malls, metro stations, and tunnels. And the extreme weather also brought chaos, like I said, to southern China specifically Shenzhen. And citizens expressed a lot of concern about the severity of the rains.
So my first thing to shout at this is climate change, but what was it that caused all the rains?
Right, of course, climate change.
Right.
But the main culprit was Typhoon Haiku, which we kind of saw the effects through a lot of humidity and a little bit of rain. But Hong Kong's Weather Bureau issued its highest black rainstorm warning and said more than 200 millimeters of rain was recorded on Hong Kong's main island, the Kowloon district, and the northeastern part of the city's new territories from late on Thursday local time. And Hong Kong authorities shut schools today because all the flooding and told workers to stay at home. And even the city's stock exchange was shut down, which rarely happens.
I mean, disruption is, nature has a very good way of disrupting life in general, but it's always really sad to hear when it's resulted in death and injury. That's
140 years.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared.
It's not going to get any better unless we, as everybody, pulls together and does something drastic.
Sounds like you'll have to fry that chicken at home.
Yeah.
No delivery.
No delivery. Listen, do you know what? I'm happy to fry my own chicken if it means that we get less intense weather situations and we have a nicer place to live.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's not the only solution, but
still.
everything helps, I
But
guess.
still, yeah. Nobody has to be perfect, but everybody has to just do something, right? Annie, it's always a pleasure to have you in the studio bringing us the news. Nice plans for the weekend?
Yes, actually, I'm
Yeah?
excited.
You're not going to tell us what they are?
I'm just hanging out with friends.
Just going to hang out with friends.
I just
that
miss
sounds
friends.
nice. Yeah, it's nice. All right, Annie, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard.
All right, time for a song. This is Moby, Natural Blues.
Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Oh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Oh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. so hard. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know my trouble but God.
Moby, Natural Blues there. What a great song. 6:31 on the clock. Welcome to Friday's edition of Inside Out Busan. I'm Laura McCluckey. The time is, well, no, 6:31. I just said it. I just said the time. I meant the date. The date is September 8th. Already September 8th. And the weather is getting cooler and cooler. Let me tell you, not as cool as Steve, our Friday writer, but it is getting cooler and cooler. So thank you for joining us here at Inside Out. You can text me on Kakao Talk. You can text me via your text messaging service. You can also find us on YouTube. We've got a lot of people texting on the YouTube comments today because we're talking about food that always stirs you up. So I asked you, what is your favorite K snack? Or what is your favorite, just Korean snack, I guess. Korean snack foods. And which would you recommend? Also, what are you going to eat for dinner today? Because I'm very hungry and I want to eat something delicious, but I want to live vicariously first through your food choices. So get in touch and let me know. And by the way, these days, guess what? I have been working late. And so when I get home, I'm not really hungry and I don't want to eat late. But sometimes I don't have enough time before work to eat. So I think I've lost weight. So that's not good. I plan to try and gain some more weight and build that muscle. Steve, you got it, right? Yeah. You know that you're on camera. Everyone can see you. Yeah, build that muscle like Steve. Let's have a look at the weather. It's currently averaging 26 degrees Celsius here in Busan. Morning lows of 20 degrees Celsius tomorrow morning. 20! That's the lowest it's been for months. 20 degrees tomorrow, afternoon highs of 29. So this weekend, again, the mornings will be cool. They'll be kind of autumn-like, a little bit, dare I say, crispy in the morning, just a little. But afternoons will continue to be warm. Temperatures will fluctuate around 15 degrees Fahrenheit. So 15 degrees Fahrenheit, what happened to Celsius? So just FYI, wear some appropriate clothing. 네, 이번 주말 아침에는 선선한 가을 날씨지만 낮에는 늦더위가 이어져 15도 안팎에 일교차가 있겠습니다. 그래서 여러분, wear a light jacket or something. Or take a little 이불 with you wherever you go. Maybe not that much. You don't need to do that. So on 대교로, let's look at the traffic. On 대교로 from 세관 three-way intersection going towards 연안 부두 three-way intersection, there's some congestion. Also, slow-moving traffic on Dongso Overpass from Hwangyang Interchange going towards former Daegum Toll Gate, and on Dongpyeongro from Hamajong Junction going towards Jeongmyosa. There's some slow-moving traffic there as well. Yesterday, there was a car accident right outside my apartment. I heard the screech of tires and then I heard a big and looked out my window and someone had driven into one of the chicanes, I believe they're called. And luckily, nobody seemed to be hurt. The ambulance came, but they went away again. But very scary, so please do drive safely. Be careful. Just trust yourself, and if you don't trust yourself, then get a 대리운전. Korea is fantastic because we have 대리운전 access. So do that. All right, my friends, let's keep it moving. It's time for the IOB 5분 상식. Yes, time for IOB's 5분 상식, getting you in the know of some of the most trending, useful, and need-to-know words and expressions in the world. 5분만 들으면 유식해지는 시간이죠. And today we're going to talk about fat tax. 네, 오늘은 국민 건강을 위한 세금, 비만세, or fat tax에 대해서 알아보도록 하겠습니다.
Wow, Laura, it's only been 3 months since you joined the gym, and you've made such incredible progress with your body.
Oh, thank you. I think I just went all out with my workouts for the past 3 months. Did you notice my muscles?
Wow. You're the biggest health enthusiast in my gym. Your weight was 70 kilograms 3 months ago, right? You look completely different now.
Yeah, stop shouting into the microphone, trainer Neem. I lost 20 kilograms in 3 months. Now I weigh 50 kilograms.
Haha, that's impressive. Laura Heonim, what drove you to work so hard and lose weight in such a short time?
Well, you strongly emphasized the 지방세, the fat tax, when I first signed up for the gym. So the gym fee is pricey for me. I didn't want to add the extra 지방세, so I've been pretty determined since then.
잠시만. Oh, no. No. It's not about paying the fat tax because you gain weight.
Don't fib to me. 거짓말하지 마세요. You talk to me about 지방세 a lot.
Well, 그게 그 지방세가 아니거든요. You were trying to avoid the fat tax?
Of course. Look, 나 지방 없잖아. See? I'm not obese. I don't have to pay that tax, right?
아무렴 어때요? You've achieved a more beautiful figure and face in my gym. Congratulations, Laura Heonim. Good job.
This is weird.
Okay, just FYI, first of all,
네.
what is wrong with you?
멋있는 목소리.
아니,
Yes.
스티브 그만해야지. 그 정도 크게 말하면 진짜 큰일이다, 큰일.
알겠습니다.
You gotta speak. If you're gonna yell, you have to move all the way back from the
네.
thing. Oh my God, Steve. And also, just FYI, your weight does not determine your value. Your weight does not determine your beauty.
네.
You are beautiful. It's just a skit.
맞습니다.
Okay? This is just a skit. Anywho, 트레이너님.
네. 돌아왔습니다.
네.
돌아왔어요.
피곤하다 벌써. What is fat tax? What does that mean?
Okay, a fat tax, or 비만세 in Korean, is a separate tax imposed on products that are known to contribute to obesity.
Gotcha.
네. Its purpose is to reduce the consumption of junk foods such as hamburgers, soft drinks, and fast food items, which are considered to be causes of obesity, and to decrease obesity rates and obesity-related diseases.
Okay, so which country was the first to implement a fat tax?
Denmark was the first country to have a fat tax in 2011, charging 16 Danish kroner, about 3,400 Korean won, per kilogram of saturated fat. They taxed items like milk, butter, and pizza. However, they canceled it within a year because of problems like inflation, high administrative costs, and illegal imports.
So are there still countries that currently impose this fat tax?
Yes, about 42 countries do. In the UK, it's on high sugar products. France taxes sugar and artificially sweetened drinks. Finland taxes non-alcoholic beverages for big companies. In the United States, different states impose fat taxes using various criteria. For instance, Berkeley, California tax soda, energy drinks, and artificial sweeteners by volume. Philadelphia taxes sugary drinks, fruit juice, coffee, and syrup.
So there's been growing discussion in Korea as well about the need to introduce a fat tax due to concerns about public health. 그래서 비만세 아니면 fat tax, 패트 tax or fat tax는 비만을 유발하는 제품에 별도로 부과하는 세금입니다.
네.
Steve Trainer님, please don't come back.
트레이너 돌아가겠습니다.
No, that was today's IOB 5분 상식.
김대리 퇴근하나?
예, 부장님.
집이 교회종이지? 같은 방향인데 같이 가지? 요즘 회사 생활 어떤가?
예, 저 열심히 잘하고 있습니다.
결혼 생활도 재밌지?
예, 뭐 즐겁죠, 예. 그 라디오라도 좀.
그래 라디오.
네가 저번 주에 심참인 것 같네.
22번 훈련병!
진짜 회사 생활 쉽지 않다. 어색한 이 순간 인사이드 아웃 부산과 함께하세요. 오늘은
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the TGIF live studio. Gina's in the house.
안녕하세요.
Hi, Gina.
Hi.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I've been pretty good.
Good.
Ladies'
Good,
night
good.
again, huh?
What is that? Ladies' night again. Get out of here, Steve. Did you hear him yelling into the microphone? Because he's so strong and manly.
Poor microphone.
Are you watching? Per microphone, exactly. You gotta, Steve, are you listening? I called you strong and manly. Yeah, I love you too. It's very funny. He's very sweet. He's probably the sweetest person here at BEFM.
What about Minsu?
Minsu is sweet, but also
Minsu's not here, though.
He's not here. He's not here. He's also bitter and an ajashi.
Oh.
But Steve is still very young and very sweet. Anywho, I want to know, how did it go with the 방송 audition? Did you get anything back?
I'm gonna go for the audition in October in Seoul.
Okay.
Yeah, after I came back from China.
Because you went on vacation for a little bit, right?
Right.
Okay, well, that's very exciting. Very, very exciting. Keep us posted. But let's get into it. Today, we are doing live studio, which means I will sing first. Whoops. And then Gina's going to be the main event and sing us a song. So today, actually, you're going to sing us an Elvis song.
Oh.
And I was going to also sing an Elvis song. I thought, let's be like Elvis. I considered making us wear wigs, but we didn't. And then I kind of just, time ran away from me. And I didn't prepare it. So I'm going to sing a song that I have literally just practiced in my house about 4 or 5 times.
That's a lot.
But I like it. I like the song. I like it. So
What's your song?
this is... oh goodness, what's it? Lewis Capaldi's Someone You Loved. You know it. You do know it. Someone You Loved by Lewis Capaldi. He's Scottish, so that's why I wanted to sing it. But I'm singing the girl version.
Oh.
It's very high. I don't know
Can't
if I'm gonna do
wait.
it.
Oh, it's very high. Okay.
It's dedicated to anyone out there who's feeling a bit low, a bit sad. Just remember, you're not alone.
On Friday night.
Gina and I are here to serenade you. So, without further ado, and because I want to get to your song very quickly, let me just put the reverb on and I'll sing you my song. Da-da-da-da. Oh, that's nice. I'm going under, and this time I fear there's no one to save me. This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. I'm going under, and this time I fear there's no one to turn to. This all or nothing way of loving got me sleeping without you. I need somebody to know, somebody to heal, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, and I tend to close my eyes when it hurts sometimes. I fall into your arms. I'll be safe in your sound till you come back around. For now the day bleeds to nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. Day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love. Day bleeds, nightfall, not here through it all. Just a little clap. No.
I do know this song.
That wasn't worthy of a big clap. I was like, "Da, da, da." Anyway, I didn't practice it, but I like that song.
That was good.
So next time, can you sing it? Like actually sing it? So that it sounds good. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
So sorry, Lewis Capaldi. So sorry, everybody who had to sit through that. If you turned your radio off, don't worry. Gina's in the house. She's coming back.
I have a bad thing to remember the names. That's why I didn't know the
Me
title.
too.
Yeah.
But also, I just usually remember the melody more than the actual title of the songs,
same
right?
here.
Same with
Yeah.
artists, same with everything. All right, so let's get straight into it. What are you going to sing and why?
Oh, right here? Okay. Can't help falling in love.
Like that?
Can I?
Yes, you may. I love that song. Why did you choose that song, etc.?
Actually, well, it's like a cover from Haley Reinhardt. Not sure if you know her. It's like a piano version. It's pretty beautiful, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, just want to bring the songs to those lovebirds out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I brought a song for the brokenhearted, and you're bringing a song for the lovebirds.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. Gina, I'm going to give you the reverb. I'm going to pull my mic down. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the main event.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the reverb. Okay, duck, 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 duck. It's time for Gina. Can't help falling in. I love the reverb. Can't help falling in love. Ooh.
Wise men say only
if I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the seas, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. But I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Reverb is gone. Oh, that was so good. I was waiting for it because there's an extra bit at the end.
That's just some extra thing. Just cut
I
it
was
off.
like,
Yeah.
why is she not keeping singing?
No, that's it.
I kept it up there.
That's some instrument kind of arrow stuff.
Oh, I see. I was waiting for the rest of the song. I was like, why? No, don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. And I did get enough, but I wanted more. Tina, that was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank goodness you're here. Thank goodness you're here. Oh my goodness. We got so many people texting in. JB Nim says, in time. Mr. Lee Nim is like this. Because it's so amazing. 음색품 미쳤다.
아이고, 감사합니다.
Again today, a beautiful rendition of a beautiful song. Gina is getting better and better and better, the best. And everyone's crying and everyone's doing this and everyone's like, oh.
You guys are the best.
Yeah, they are the best.
You're
they
the
are
best.
the best. But you're also the best, Gina. That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that's what you chose for today. So good. That's what you should sing on your audition.
Oh, but they want Korean songs.
Well, sing it in Korean. 제가 사랑에 빠졌다. 어쩔 수 없네요.
Yeah. Do we still get time here?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I'm actually having a mini concert,
아, 진짜?
jazz concert tomorrow in a bar in Tokchon.
덕천?
Yeah, called Half Days, I think. Yeah.
Mhm. So
So-
if you want to see Gina singing live, go to 덕천.
It's kind of far. Yeah.
Well, or like to stay here, and you can also watch all the reruns, but live in like an actual jazz bar.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, a jazz night.
Jazz. 어쩔 수 없어, 제가 사랑에 빠졌다. It's just as well. It's just as well you're here. It's just as well one of us has done something really nice for the listeners today. Otherwise, it would be a nightmare. Gina, it's always a pleasure to have you in the studio. Thank you so much for gracing us with your beautiful talent again this week. Apart from your concert, any nice plans for the weekend?
Not really. Just do the concert and just rest
Sleep.
at home.
Do the concert, go to sleep, take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like on my holiday for like a few weeks. So
wow.
maybe from next week,
Yeah.
you guys would, you know. But I brought like my friend. He's pretty good. He's gonna be here.
He's not you though. He's not you.
Yeah.
So that's sad. So you won't be here next week, or you will be here next week?
I won't be here from next week.
What?
Like 2 weeks?
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Well, I shan't see you then. But you know what? We'll be in touch. We'll see you again.
Yeah.
It's temporary. But anyway, you need a break. You need a rest. You need to go to China and enjoy.
to visit my parents.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. Listen, Gina, I will let you go and we'll see you later. Until then, have a lovely weekend.
Sure.
And thank you very much. Bye-bye. All right, time for me to say goodbye for the first half of the show. It's it's the Stereophonics. Have a nice day. And we'll see you at 7 o'clock. Don't go anywhere.
Cab stopped at the red light. A dress was sure of, but it turned out just right. It started straight off, coming here as hell. That's his first words. We asked what he meant. He said, where you from? We told him a lot. We take a holiday. Is this what you want? So have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Lie around all day. Have a drink to chase yourself and tourists, yeah, that's what I hate. He said we're going wrong, we've all become the same. We dress the same ways, only our accents change. So have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
Transforming our world. Navigating toward a better future. The great transformation begins right here in Busan through the 2030 Busan World Expo. Busan will set a new course toward a better tomorrow for the Earth and for humanity. So we need your support to start a new movement.
I support.
지지합니다.
I support. I support.
지지합니다.
I support. I support.
Busan, the city where you can experience nature, technology, and people. The one and only 2030 Busan World Expo awaits you.
See you right here in Busan.
See you right here in Busan. This campaign is brought to you by BFM, 부산영어방송.
안녕하세요. 운동 유튜버 심으뜸입니다. 요즘 친환경에 필요한 게 뭔지 아세요? 바로 내 몸.
밖에선 한정거장 거리 정도는 걷기. 유산소 운동 효과에 탄소 배출 감소 효과까지. 안에선 안 쓰는 플러그 뽑기 스쿼트. 하체 근력 강화 효과에 기후변화 방지 효과까지.
어때요? 효과 확실하죠? 몸 좀 움직였을 뿐인데 건강도 아끼고 환경도 아끼고 친환경 피지컬 함께 시작해볼까요?
공익광고 협의회.
The time is now 7 o'clock.
꼬리에 꼬리를 무는 품격 있는 토크. 시끄러워 죄송합니다. 로라 민수의 인사이드 아웃 부산.
Welcome back to the second half of Inside Out Busan. I'm Laura McCluckey, and you are joining me here on 90.5 and 103.3 FM. Welcome to BEFM, 부산영어방송입니다. 반갑습니다. It's Friday the 8th of September, and if you just missed it, we had Gina in the house for a fantastic, beautiful, amazing rendition of Elvis's Can't Help Falling in Love. And she will be performing tomorrow night. And if you want to know where she'll be performing, you have to get onto YouTube and look at the comments, okay? Gina has posted a comment of where it will be, so go and check it out, and you can probably go and find information on their Björnstagram, or Gina can text us the time and date or whatever, etc. Anyway, go and check it out. It's time for On the Mic. This is where our reporters head out into the world and they interview you, our listeners, our citizens, our friends and our neighbours. So let's see who's on the mic today.
네, 오늘 아주 반짝반짝 예쁜 것들이 가득한 신기한 공간에 와봤는데요. 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요. 국내 최초 커스텀 메이드 전문 브랜드 샵에서 일하고 있는 김유미라고 합니다.
커스텀 메이드로 어떤 거를 만드는 공간이죠, 여긴요?
기본적으로 저희가 주력으로 하고 있는 거는 결혼 반지, 웨딩 밴드 위주로 하고 있고요. 커플링이라든지 싱글링 다양하게 하고 있습니다.
반지를 그럼 내가 원하는 대로 직접 만들 수 있는 건가요?
네, 일단은 기존에 알고 계시던 뭐 금은방이나 명품 샵처럼 그런 식으로 기성품을 구매하시는 게 아니라 일단 저희가 4가지 종류의 반지를 하나의 반지로 조합해서 만드는 시스템으로 가지고 있어서 다양하게 나만의 디자인으로 자유롭게 조합하시는 커스텀 메이드 시스템입니다.
네 가지 모양을 내 마음대로 조합한다는 게 굉장히 흥미롭게 들리는데요. 그러면 지금 제 앞에 계신 실장님은 이곳에 커스텀 반지를 만들 수 있게 어떤 역할을 주로 도와주시게 되는 건가요?
저는 이제 커스텀 하시면은 어떻게 디자인을 해야 되는지, 어떻게 조합을 해야 되는지 처음에는 모르고 어려우실 수 있잖아요. 그래서 조금 더 편하게 어떻게 하시면 되는지에 대해서 설명을 해드리고 더 조합 잘 하실 수 있도록 상담하는 역할을 하고 있습니다.
그러면 이곳에 일하시기 전에도 이렇게 반지나 목걸이와 같이 액세서리류에 관심이 많으셨을까요?
아니요. 여기서 일한 지는 생각보다 얼마 되진 않았고요. 그 전에 일할 때는 아예 이쪽 주얼리 쪽에는 크게 관심이 없었습니다.
그러면 어떻게 이 주얼리 일을 하게 되셨는지 궁금해요.
전 회사에서 좀 많이 힘들었었어가지고 그만두다가 정말 운명처럼 그냥 물 흐르듯이 그냥 이렇게 됐어요.
맞아요. 그런 일들이 있는 것 같아요. 의도하지 않았는데 어쩌다 보니 내가 이 자리에 있네 하는 일인 건데 그렇다면 이전과 비교했을 때 현재 만족도는 얼마나 될까요?
이전 삶과 비교했을 때 만족도는 100%?
100%? 와.
뛴 것 같아요.
네, 와. 그럼 정말 판타스틱한 이직이 아니었나 싶은데 와. 그럼 이 일하면서 특별히 기억에 남는 손님들도 있으실 것 같아요.
일단 저희가 뭐 흔한 디자인이 아니라 우리만의 디자인을 하고 싶어서 오시는 분들이 많기 때문에 그 조합하시면서 굉장히 두 분이서 나는 이게 좋아 이게 좋아 하면서 이렇게 막 서로 막 디자인해 주시고 서로 막 행복해 하시는 모습을 보면 되게 좋은 것 같아요. 이 일을 잘했다 생각이 드는 것 같아요.
세상에 하나밖에 없는 뭔가 이 반지를 만드는 순간에 내가 함께 도울 수 있다는 거 와, 정말 보람찰 것 같습니다.
네, 아무래도 그 행복한 시작을 하는 시점이잖아요. 그 새 출발 하시는 거에 저희 이렇게 반지랑 같이 예쁘게 시작하실 수 있구나 하는 그게 좀 좋은 것 같아요.
평생을 함께할 반려자와 이렇게 반지 하나를 나눈다는 게 정말 특별한 것 같은데요. 현재 남자친구 있으신가요?
네, 있습니다.
아, 그렇습니까? 나도 사랑하는 사람이 있지만 사랑하는 사이의 사람들을 많이 만나게 되는 거, 연인들을 보게 되는 거 정말 행복한 일인 것 같아요.
특별한 기억에 남는 분들은 저희가 원래 7시까지 하는데 좀 늦게 오셨어요. 그래서 한 10시, 11시까지 좀 상담을 했던 분들인데 소방관님하고 간호사님이셨거든요. 근데 그 두 분이서 정말 행복하게 조합을 서로 하시고 행복하게 가셨어요. 그리고 반지 찾으러 오셨을 때도 정말 좋아하시면서 그러니까 아무래도 본인들이 원래 생각하던 그 기존 금액 있잖아요. 그것보다는 뛰어넘을 정도로 좀 많이 조합을 하셨는데도 너무 만족해 하시면서 그 덕분에 이렇게 예쁜 반지로 시작을 할 수 있게 돼서 고맙다, 감사하다 이런 식으로 이렇게 말씀을 해주셔서 저도 너무 행복했습니다. 그래서 그분들은 좀 기억에 많이 남고요.
실장님께 사랑이란 뭔지 좀 오글거리는 질문 드려도 될까요?
그리고 사랑이란 좀 어려운데 단점도 단점이 아니게 되는 것 같아요. 그러니까 콩깍지가 벗겨져도 그러니까 그것까지 감싸줄 수 있는 게 사랑인 것 같아요.
맞아요. 우리는 누구나 뭔가 완벽하지 않고 부족한 부분들이 있잖아요. 그것까지 감싸줄 수 있는.
네. 그리고 제가 굉장히 모나냈고 좀 막 쏘는 사람이었는데 많이 둥글해진 것 같아요. 그리고 다름을 조금 인정할 수 있게 된 것 같아요.
와, 이렇게 서로를 좋은 방향으로 변하게 해주는 사이는 진짜 아름다운 사이인 것 같아요. 와, 아름다운 사랑을 하고 계셨군요. 혹시 라디오를 통해서 한 말씀 좀 전하고 싶은 분, 떠오르는 분 있을까요?
저희 엄마 아빠? 아빠는 계속 이제 사무직보다는 야외 쪽으로 일하시는 직업을 가지고 계셔서 좀 춥거나 덥거나 할 때 많이 힘드실 텐데 그런 것도 한 번도 내색하지 않으시고 힘들다는 내색 없이 이렇게 평생 열심히 일을 해주셔서 사회에 나와서 일을 해보니까는 얼마나 그게 대단한지 다시 한번 느끼게 되는 것 같고 더 감사함을 느끼게 되는 것 같아요. 그리고 엄마도 이제 결혼을 제가 준비하면서 엄마에 대한 생각이 좀 더 깊어진 것 같고 그동안에 저희한테 이렇게 케어해 주시고 키워주신 거 그게 너무 대단한 일이었구나. 그 감사함을 느끼는 것 같아요.
맞아요. 저도 사회의 일원으로 어른으로서 이 무게를 감당하면서부터는 부모님이 소중해진 것 같아요. 네, 그럼 마지막으로 저희 부산 영어방송 청취자분들께 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
이제 날이 조금 그래도 많이 풀리고 있는데 그래도 아직 날도 뜨겁고 덥고 비도 많이 오고 하니까 건강 다들 조심하셨으면 좋겠고 부산 영어방송 더 앞으로 흥했으면 좋겠습니다.
네, 오늘 고맙습니다.
네, 감사합니다.
Oh, what a lovely interview. Thank you to our reporter Jisoo and to our guest today, Kim Yoo-mi 실장님. Now, Kim Yoo-mi works for the first custom ring brand in the nation, and she explains and guides and helps people to create the rings of their dreams, the ones that they want that are custom made, very special, very close to people's hearts. And she said this brand specializes in crafting wedding rings and excels in designing a wide range of really unique styles by combining 4 different shapes together. So very cool, very unique, and definitely something if you've got that money to spend on rings, it'd be nice to make something that is unique to you and special to you. And she says that she finds a lot of joy in making these rings exclusively for couples and very excited and delighted to witness the happiness of a pair, of a firefighter and a nurse who spent a very late night creating their rings together. It's so sweet. It's so nice to be part of that process, right? And she says she's preparing for marriage and she wishes to convey her respect for her father's lifelong dedication to his family and also her appreciation to her mother's loving care towards her and the children in the family through the years. It's so nice. What a sweetheart. Well, listen, what a lovely way to end the week, right? Absolutely. So we'll leave it at that. If you want to be on the mic, all you need to do is get in touch with us. We can come and find you, whether it's in Korean or in English. It's up to you, but we'd love to hear your story. So get in touch. All right, I'm going to play you a song. This is Fairground Attraction with Perfect.
I don't want half-hearted love affairs. I need someone who really cares. life is too short to play silly games. I've promised myself I won't do that again. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be worth it. Yeah. Too many people take second best. Well, I won't take anything less. It's got to be, yeah, perfect. Young hearts are foolish. They make such mistakes. They're much too eager to give their love away. Well, I have been foolish too many times. Now I'm determined I'm gonna get it right. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be worth it. Yeah. Too many people take second best. Well, I won't take anything less. It's got to be, yeah, perfect. Young hearts are foolish. They make such mistakes. They're much too eager to give their love away. Well, I have been foolish too many times. Now I'm determined I'm gonna get it right. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be worth it. Yeah. Too many people take second best. Well, I won't take anything less. It's got to be, yeah, perfect. It's got to be, yeah, worth it. It's got to be
Oh, what a great song. Fairground Attraction. Perfect. And I certainly hope that you have had a perfect evening so far. It's 7:13 on the clock. Friday, it's the 8th of September. Welcome to Inside Out Busan. It's the second half of the show. I'm Laura McCluckie. And if you're joining us on YouTube, you will see Gabby's in the studio. She's here for a little bit of open studio, which is very nice. You may recognize Gabby, but you may not, so you'll meet her very soon. But in the meantime, send me your messages. What kind of K-snacks do you enjoy eating? What kind of K-food do you enjoy eating? And most importantly, what are you going to eat for dinner? I'm so hungry. I want to eat something delicious. Steve, what are you going to eat for dinner? Think about it. Let me know. Something nice. Iced chicken? You ate chicken? Chicken. Okay. I like it. Everyone does like charades because we can't hear each other, you know? So everyone makes hand movements. And sometimes, even though I know what people are saying, I kind of pretend that I don't know what they're saying just so that they make more movements. more silly movements. Especially Chakanim. Chakanim will do this to me. You can't see me, but I'm waving my hands frantically in the air, and I'll say, what do you want to eat? She'll do this. As if she's writing the word in the air backwards. I'm like, how am I even supposed to what are you... And then, you know, it's fun. It's all for fun. Anyway, let me tell you about the weather. and the traffic before we go any further in the show. It's currently averaging 26 degrees Celsius here in beautiful Busan. Morning lows of 20 degrees, afternoon highs of 29. Now, this weekend, mornings will be cool and autumn-like, which is what we like, isn't it? But the afternoons will continue to be warm, quite warm indeed, 29-ish. Temperatures fluctuating, so please do remember that you should wear something warm in the morning, warm in the evening, cool in the afternoon. That was a song for you. 이번 주말 아침에는 선선한 가을 날씨지만 낮에는 늦더위가 이어져 15도 안팎에 일교차가 있겠습니다. 그래서 take a jacket. Take a jacket wherever you're going. Looking at the traffic, there is some congestion on Taegyeoro from Busan Bridge going towards Saegwan Three-Way intersection. Also on Namhae Expressway from former Seobusan Tollgate going towards Nakdong Bridge. And then some slow-moving traffic on Hakkamdero from Sasan-Gucheong Junction going towards Hakjang Junction. And finally on Gayadero from Bucheon-dong Junction going towards Seomyeon Junction as well. Everybody drive safe. I feel like there's an 아재 개그 in Gayadero. What is the road that you just have to go to? Gayadero. Gayadero. Get it? 가야지. Gayadero. Nope. Don't like it? Then let us move on. Okay. It is, of course, Friday, which means it's time for our signature segment. It's the Open Studio. Yes, indeed. Time for Open Studio. This is where we bring in a guest to our studio and we badger them for information. Today we've got a very special person in the studio, someone who is no stranger to BEFM. This is Gabby time.
Hello.
Hi, Gabby.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Very happy to see your face
I'm
again.
so happy to see you. How are you? How have you been?
The same.
Tired?
Tired all the time.
Tired all the time, yes.
But enjoying it.
Well, tired all the time, I understand, 100%.
Are you tired all the time too?
I have a 1-year-old baby. I am definitely tired all the time. Tired all the time. These dark circles, people think it's makeup. It's not. It's just my Tim Burton lifestyle.
Yeah, I thought it was smoky eyes.
No. It's just blood underneath the thinning skin of my sunken eye holes. But I'm happy. Tired but happy. How about you? Tired but happy?
Tired but happy, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely enjoying
this part of
my new life. Can I say new life? Probably,
of course you can.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Feels like a rebirth.
Well, it is a rebirth, and we're going to get into that. But you are a very special guest. You are in love with Busan. You've been here over 10 years. You're coming up on your 11th year, and you have multiple jobs. And some people say you're a multi-potentialite. That's what they call it now.
Is that what you call me?
That's what I'll call you. You're a multi-potentialite. So please introduce yourself and your multiple works to our listeners. And viewers as well.
Would love to. Okay, so my name is Gabby. I'm from Indonesia. I came here February 2013. And then since then, I've been doing a lot of things. I went to uni. But especially from this year, I'm starting a lot of new jobs. So I'm starting a business. And at the sides, I'm trying to send kids from Korea to like do football camps in the UK. And I'm doing like live football games data reporting. And I feel like there are two more that I can't even like remember now.
Okay, so you're an education consultant, live football games data reporter, you're a football agent, gym instructor, English teacher, also many other things. Many other things. So welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. And now let's go back to when you came to Korea, February 2013. You've never left Busan.
I never left Busan. I'm a true Busan fan.
Busan fan.
Yeah.
You're a Boo fan.
I love that.
Can I say that? Is that too cheesy?
A Boo fan.
So let's get to it. Why did you come to Korea and why haven't you left?
So I came here for uni.
I saw this booth in my high school, but this was when I was like in grade 10. Like Gyeongsang University. Come study in Korea, but at the time, Korea is a very foreign concept. What? Study in Korea? Where is Korea? What is it?
Where's Korea?
Yeah, what is that country? And my mom and I, both of us, we saw that, and apparently I was eligible for a 40% scholarship.
Oh,
so my mom was like, "Oh, give it a try." So I did give it a try. I was still like 2-3 years before having to actually choose a university. But I did the interview, I passed. I did the test, I passed. So you're kind of like, maybe,
Yeah.
why don't we? Yeah,
That's an option.
Yeah, so next thing I know, I was on a plane coming here.
Wait, before you'd finished high school?
Before I finished high school, I was still, grade 10. So I had like 3 more years before I actually came. But I did the Korean language program in Jakarta first before coming. But that was already like a set from the university.
Yeah. Interesting. So you went into university before most people go into university. Are you a genius? Is that what you're saying?
I like to think so.
You like to think so. That's good. So you came because you saw it was obviously like a university fair at your school, which are very common, actually, but perhaps not really talked about that much. But fantastic opportunities for young people to learn about the world a little bit and to just even show them, there's more than what you're thinking that there is.
Yes. Different. I even saw like Sweden, Denmark, all this like beautiful countries, just brochures after brochures. And my mom was speaking, I think you should go here because look at it, it's so beautiful.
And you're like, well, of course, that's the best picture. They chose it for the brochure. But why have you never left?
I don't know. I think it's just that first thing that I noticed after I moved here, the pace of Busan, especially maybe around Gyeongsang area, because that's where I was living there. It's very similar to my hometown.
Right.
So kind of suburby, not too crowded. Everything's just cool and chill, but there are still a lot of places to go. So it was fun, and I came here with a lot of others, like students, Indonesians especially. So we just made good friends, and I think that kind of makes Busan like subconsciously it turns Busan to like a home. Yeah, and yeah, it's just like, how when you come here as a uni student after uni, the standards are pretty much the same. Like now I gotta find a job, and then from the job now I gotta build a career, and then since then it's just like moving from Busan never was like an idea or anything.
Yeah, it's kind of for me. I understand what you mean because it feels like it doesn't feel like I would be thinking about leaving. It's just a natural progression to, level up my life here because I'm happy here. So especially when you come from another country and you live somewhere that's not your home country, people often think, well, why are you staying? Why are you not moving on? Why are you not traveling somewhere else? And it's kind of like, well, no, this is where I feel at home.
Yeah, that's true. I remember feeling like after some time, I started like input your address for like on a website, and I would start putting Busan house as my address. And it's like I never earn salary outside of Busan, so it feels very much like a home now.
So do you get this as well when people ask you from your hometown, when people say to you about maybe taking a visit, do they say, when are you coming back or when are you coming home?
Yeah.
And I always say, I already live at my home.
I live
that's
at my home. Answer.
And so it's like I'm going to visit my hometown, but this is my home now.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, especially if they're left behind, they find it difficult to make that transition for you because you still exist to them as someone who left.
Yes, that's true. They keep asking, when are you back? When are you back?
Yeah.
And I always say, to visit?
It's been 10 years.
Get the hint.
Get the hint, exactly. Not coming back. But you mentioned Busan is your favorite place, but you have been around Korea. You've traveled to places. You did a big trip around the world, I guess.
Yes.
Big European trip, last year?
Last year.
Last year.
Exactly a year ago.
Yeah.
Crazy fast.
And so you have been around in other places while being based here, while living here. So what do you love about Busan, first of all? And then what other places in Korea have you been to, and which ones do you like?
Busan, I always like the place I live in, Gyeongsang, and then I moved like slowly towards Gwangan. So now I live by Gwangan, and I really like the area there. It's just like still the pace. I still like the pace, and I like the friends, the friends, and I like the fact that like I know where to go to get certain things.
Yeah.
Even just like the tiniest bit, like cucumbers. I know the best deal.
You know, the best place to get a cucumber. And that's what it means to have a neighborhood and a community.
Yes.
Because you know where you need to go to get the things that you want to get from the person you want to get it from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about other places in Korea?
Other places in Korea, I've been around, not too much. Can you believe it? I've never been to Jeju.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Okay. No one believes that. Like, you've been here so long. But it's never on my list. One place that I particularly enjoyed when I went there, probably Goje. It's very
Goje.
close.
Yeah.
But I went with a friend. We were driving, and she knew like the cafes to go, and it's always by the open waters, and it feels very refreshing.
Yeah.
We went to the Pebble Beach. And one thing I like the most is the Jungle Dome. It felt very much like North Korea.
Yeah. It's got a different feeling, Koje. So my husband's father's family are all from Koje. So that's where we go to do our very big tesa. It's called shisa that we do. But there's outside of the house. So where you come outside of the old family house, you walk down and it's right on the ocean. It's right there. And it's like a pebble beach. And so you see children always out there with their parents picking up those little shells, the little winkles. But that reminds me so much of Scotland. Apart from Scotland would be freezing cold. But it reminds me so much of it because it's not that Haeundae, Kwangali, white sand beach.
Right.
It's like where I grew up, there was a big, very, very big pebble beach, and there was a little cove, and you would see people out there picking up the shells. So even just like the structure of the bay and the colours and all of that, it reminds me a lot of Scotland, and I love that area because it feels like a holiday, but it also feels like home. Which is
nice
really nice.
feeling, yeah.
Yeah, Koje is a great place. That's nice. What about when you went on your world trip last year? Where did you go? Because you've traveled a lot.
I travel a lot. I try to like make up for the time we lost during the pandemic.
Yes.
So as soon as it's
revenge
open,
tourism.
go everywhere. Yeah, I went to Europe last year. I was gone for 2 months, then just went around West Europe mostly. But earlier this year, I went to Asia as well. I went to Bali. And last time I went to Bali was like years ago. It's very different now.
Yeah.
Full of digital nomads.
Digital nomads. That's a thing.
That's a thing now.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, I went to Vietnam. Very much enjoyed it. I really like traveling.
What do you think traveling does for you?
I think it just like makes me a better person every time. It sounds cliche, but there's always something to learn.
Yeah, there really is.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I love about living in a non-Scottish country.
Non-Scottish
or non-English speaking country is because there's always something that I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's always something to learn.
Yeah. And it's very interesting to see how people there do their daily routines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a bit of a British accent going on. What's that?
I think I've just been hanging out with too many
Brits.
too many British people.
Get away from them. They're bad news. I can say that because I am one. Get away from them as soon as possible. Let's move to another question because I'm conscious of the time. You've got such a diverse range of jobs and you are, I mean, your personality is very bubbly, you're very positive and you do so many different things. But tell us about, I mean, why? Why do you do so many things? 욕심도 있고.
욕심 is the number one reason.
Yeah, you just want to do everything, right?
Yeah, that's true. I had times when I only had like one job and it's
boring,
so bored. Yeah. I can't. I like having multiple jobs to do, and I like the kind of the responsibility it gives me. But yeah, all this I've been doing a lot of different things. Like last year, I did this radio thing, and then now I'm not doing it anymore. So it's always like a try and enjoy thing, and it's always change. But now, the gym thing is still very much the same. I've been doing that for years.
What about your business? Because you started a business. Now, this is something that is very interesting, and I've been following your business because I'm always championing young entrepreneurs. I think it's fantastic, and there's always a space for people who want to go out and make a difference in the world. I think that's really cool. But your business is so unique. So can you tell us a bit about it?
It's an educational consultancy. I don't know if it's that unique because I work with a lot of other educational consultants. So to me, it seems just like normal. It's everywhere. But what I do is I do like inbound recruitment. So for students from anywhere, really, if they want to come to Korea and study, then I'd help them do the applications because like some Korean websites, they're not very friendly. Like,
so my 개학 is next Wednesday, and my 조교님, bless his heart, and I'm so sorry, 조교님. He keeps text messaging me. He's like, 로라님, 혹시 어려운 부분이 있으신다면 언제든지 연락 주세요. Which means I've missed another deadline. Which means I've missed another deadline. Or he'll message me, 로라씨, 오늘부터 수강 신청 가능하십니다. So you can register from today. And I'm like, 네, 고맙습니다. And then I don't register. And he's like, 네, 로라, 혹시 그 계약 가실 거죠? 조교님 죄송합니다. 진짜 I'm so sorry. So sorry. But I've got to register. I've got to 등록 my car. I've got to register my car at the university car park by today.
Did you do it?
No. There's a document that I need to do. And I'm like, can someone just do it for me?
There you go.
Just help me. So that's something. And the thing is, it's pure laziness. And I don't want to say it's laziness. I could do it, but it takes so much time. And then I'm just like pushing it off.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't understand what this says.
Yeah.
And it's in an HWP format. Who uses HWP? And so there's a lot of barriers. And I speak pretty good Korean, and I live here. I've been here for almost 13 years. I can imagine for a brand new student, that is such a difficult and daunting task.
Now I try to get applicants from Korea. So mostly they'll be like English teachers who want to do master's degree, but have no idea where to start. Or some of my clients, their number one complaint is always like, where do I find the information? I go to their website and it says different things everywhere. Yeah. And there's no specific clear sign on where to click and everything. It always changes. No one's giving me clear answer. And that's where I come in, I'll call the department for you.
I'll find out.
Okay, you just wait for an email.
If I send my car registration document to you, can you do it?
Maybe. That's something very new to me.
It's not that difficult. I just don't want to open it. I'm just
give it to me. Give it over. I'll do it.
I'll send it to you to show you what it looks like.
Yeah.
But I saw on your social media recently you also have a door-to-door service.
What's a door-to-door service?
Or like airport-to-door service.
All right.
And you had a beautiful review.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about that.
So it's one of the projects. I don't know if it's still a project. I was trying it out. I was trying if it would work. It did work. So basically, for this one specific student, she came from India. She already learned Korean a little bit before coming. We had her picked up at Incheon Airport, and then because she was going to Hanam University in Daejeon, so we picked her up. We took her to Daejeon Terminal, and then from the terminal, we took a taxi up to the campus. And this was also something that I was like, wow, she really needed me. Because even in the taxi, even though it's meant to be a 5-minute drive, it took 25 minutes or so just because the campus is huge.
Right.
The taxi driver doesn't know where to go. I don't know where to go because the signs are not even that clear.
Yeah.
I had to call the international office, and it's you know, one of those operators.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. This is Hanam University. And I wait for like to get reconnected, and it takes so long to get connected on where to go. And this kid's like, if you didn't pick me up, I'd probably die at Daejeon Terminal because I would
still
have
be there.
I would have no idea on how to get there.
Yeah.
But it includes everything. Like for the girl, I bought her food. I got her like tumbler, USB, all the things that I think maybe she would need, and SIM card.
Yeah.
So that's like I think that's the most important part.
Yeah.
She came here on roaming, and then as soon as she got here, she got a SIM card, and she would be. Yeah.
And that's, you know, to have that peace of mind and to have somebody there supporting you through that process, really, really important. I remember I went to university in Scotland for the first time and I was like, I had no idea what to do, where to go, where the classes were, the etiquette of university, like all of these things. So I think it's a really important service that you're providing. But you've worked in education, specifically international students education for a very, very long time.
Yes.
And you've worked with universities here, so you're very experienced in this field.
And I was a university student too, so I kind of understand like the confusion and the burden that the students are feeling.
And see, you've gone one way and I've gone the other. Mine is to ignore it and run away as fast as possible, and yours is to lean into the discomfort and help other people. You're a better person than I. Gabby, do you want to share some of your interests and your hobbies aside from working all the time with our listeners?
My work, I think, is my hobby.
Your hobby?
But I have some things that I actually enjoy very much.
Yeah.
Like playing football.
Yeah.
I want to play that all the time, 24/7. I just want to be playing football.
You want to be a Sunsu?
I want to be a Sunsu.
You want to be
But it's too late.
It's not too late. Don't
I'm
say
too
that.
old.
No. You can be in the amateur league.
Okay,
Does that
I'll
make
start.
you feel sad?
Not really.
No.
I mean,
Just
as
play-
long as I get a uniform, I'm happy.
Why don't you start doing like a women's football team at some of the universities?
I was trying to do that. I actually tried asking around for not women's, just like basically just the international students when I was still working for Gyeongsongdae. But it's kind of hard because I don't know. I think the students, they probably already have, and they still think of me as university staff. So they're kind of closed. Yeah. So maybe I'll do that in the future with the students that I recruit. I think that will be more.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sounds good. Okay, so before we wrap up the interview, do you have any advice? Because you are a young international woman. You have a business. You've got multiple jobs. You've gone through the Korean language program. You've graduated university here. You have the kind of life that a lot of people aspire to have here in Korea. Do you have any tips for anyone who might be looking at the same path, whether Korean or, you know, international? Any tips that you've kind of something you've learned on this journey?
I think just never stop figuring like new hobbies or just like you know give a lot of things try. You know my friend Monica? She one time she actually told me, Gab, you don't have to take all the opportunities that come your way. But that's not me. Like I take everything. I'll give this a try, give this a try. If it doesn't work out, then it's fine.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is now I know what I enjoy and what I don't. And like enjoying the things that I do makes it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So just take as many chances as you can.
Yeah. And if you hate it, leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, like have a yes day. Say yes to everything.
Totally, yeah.
I love it. It does. It does open a lot of opportunities. And that's what I've done with a lot of my life. And now I've got to the point where I'm like, okay, I've tried this before and I know the outcome of that one. So I'm going to say no. And so now I need to practice saying no.
Okay.
Don't get
find it
burnt
hard?
out because that's what
It's just like saying no to people.
You need to start saying no to people. Practice saying no. But yes. Gabby, it's always a pleasure to see you. It's so nice to have your bright energy in the studio, and I certainly hope that all of our listeners and viewers enjoyed hearing about your life here in beautiful Busan, and I hope you have many, many more years here of fantastic success.
I hope so too.
And when we see you on TV as captain of somewhere's women's football team,
Just like posing like this.
we'll share it for you. We'll cheer. Gabby, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let me play you a song. This is Feeling a Moment by Feeder.
안녕하세요. 고품격 영어 방송 Inside Out 부산의 품격 있는 Writer Steve입니다. Winners of Inside Out Busan listeners participation segment will get full course meal voucher from Golden Lizzie, a gourmet restaurant in Gyeonggi-dong and Yeonsan-dong, where you can taste cuisine from Michelin Guide featured Chef Kim. 미슐랭 셰프의 파인 레스토랑 골든 리지에서 10만 원 외식 상품권. A place to entertain your brain and eyes. Museum of Illusions. 당신의 눈과 뇌를 즐겁게 하는 곳. Museum of Illusion 부산 착시미술관 입장권. 언제나 마시는 커피를 신선하게 만드는 양산에 위치한 인투 로스터리. Coffee voucher and a pack of fresh coffee whole beans sponsored by Into Roastery in Yangsan. A delicious brunch for two from Gorilla Brewing Busan, Gwangan branch, the leader of Korean handmade beer culture. 수제 맥주 전문점 고릴라 브루잉 부산에서 제공하는 식사권. We prepare admission tickets for the Busan X the Sky Top Floor Observatory, which is located at LCT in Haeundae, the highest place in Busan. 부산 대표 랜드마크 해운대 LCT에 위치한 하늘 위의 바다. 부산 X the Sky 전망대 입장권을 선물로 드립니다. IOB와 함께하는 품격 있는 선물. It's all yours, listeners.
Welcome to Quote Unquote, the final segment of Friday. It's 7:46. This is Inside Out Busan. I'm Laura McCluckey, and Steve's with us in the studio. Hi, Steve.
Hello, Laura.
We've had you in here many times today already.
Yes.
Many times or just one time?
Just one time.
Just one time.
No.
Well, that feels like many. It must be your energy. It's made me feel like we've met a lot of times today.
Mm-hmm.
How are you? Good?
Very, very good. 너무 좋아요.
너무 좋아요.
Very, very 좋습니다.
Good. I'm glad. Listen, your energy is so good, Steve, but you're just so funny. I don't know why you're so funny, but I think you're just so funny all the time. When did you get your hair permed?
About like 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, but
It's looking very fluffy today.
oh, but like 다들 they asking me, oh, when did you perm?
Yeah, really?
Yeah, today.
Because it looks like today's different.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did like 3 weeks ago, and like now they're asking, oh, you permed?
Maybe we didn't even... But I always look at your hair. Maybe it's just a different style. Maybe it's just forward.
다음엔 여기 뭐 붙여야 되겠어요.
네.
I permed.
I permed.
I permed.
Yeah.
네.
I perm. Anywho, it's time for Quote Unquote. You do it on a Friday. So what have you brought for us today?
I have brought a quote from the book Instabrain.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, written by Naders Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
So this book examines the effects of digital dependency, particularly screen addictions, on our health and happiness.
And this is a problem that's getting more and more serious.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, the quote for today, I brought is: dopamine informs the brain about what is important and where to focus. So when a mobile phone triggers dopamine secretion hundreds of times a day, one cannot help but pay attention to the mobile phone.
That's so true, man. It's like where your attention goes, energy flows. And so if your phone is in your hand, then you've got given it attention, that's where energy goes, and then you get that hit of dopamine, so you're back and you're back.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is addictive. I don't necessarily look at my phone, but I've become very used to holding my phone. So I'll pick up my phone and I'll touch it. And also I've got a very cute video on my phone, so sometimes I just want to press it and look at it. But it's, yeah. I mean, you can't have a day without a phone.
Yeah.
Unless you're trying to have a day without a phone.
I mean, like so we called it like smartphones, right?
Yeah.
So the smartphones history is like not that long.
Yeah.
I guess it's more than 20 years now, I guess.
For a smartphone?
Yeah.
No.
About 20 years?
No, for a smartphone.
Not for a smartphone?
No, because when I was 21 in university, they didn't have smartphones. Not in university, yeah, but yeah.
Then
There's no smartphone.
10 something, right?
Yeah.
Still not 20 years, right?
No.
So it's not that long.
It's not long at all.
Yeah, so like in today's era, daily life has become virtually impossible without a cell phone. Like I mean, like smartphone now.
Yeah.
So most tasks can be handled through the smartphones, whether it's work related or for entertainment like gaming, watching movies, or reading.
ChatGPT.
As a result, life has become much more convenient and enjoyable.
Yes.
However, the increasing reliance on our phones has led to reduced interaction with people in offline settings. And also, because of the dopamine the smartphone makes, it makes a lot of people to concentrate one time.
Ooh, I just asked ChatGPT about the first smartphone.
Oh, that's cool.
And it said the concept of a smartphone has evolved, but one of the earliest devices that can be considered a smartphone is the IBM Simon personal communicator, released in 1994.
1994.
It had a touch screen, but it didn't have the same capabilities as modern ones, but it was a pioneering device. So there we go, yeah. Can't get away from it.
Yeah, but like, I think many people think, the first smartphone is from 사과 company.
맞아요.
Yeah, because that was like really a huge impact to us, right?
Because that was different, right? That was very different. If you've ever read Steve Jobs' biography, have you read it?
I did.
Very interesting.
I even see his movie too. Yeah.
But you can see where he was thinking forward instead of looking at what's already been created. He was thinking about things that no one was thinking about.
Yeah. He was really incredible, you know. So like you were talking about like your phone was on the table, but like you want to click it, right? So there was one experiment. There were two groups. Group A had no cell phones on the table while two people were conversing, while Group B has cell phones placed on the table. The results showed that Group A, without cell phones on the table, could focus better on their conversation, and the atmosphere was more pleasant. Conversely, Group B, with cell phones on the table, struggled to concentrate on the conversation and found it less engaging, simply because the phones were present.
Yeah. They're just disruptive, right?
Yeah, it is. Even, our frequently used cell phones can disrupt our lives, including our sleep. Just having a cell phone nearby can interfere with concentration and memory, similar to how using a cell phone can.
Yeah, so you don't even have to be opening it and looking at it. If it's just nearby, you're distracted automatically by it.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you don't use your phone in bed, the mere presence of a cell phone in the bedroom can disrupt your sleep, you know?
No, and that's a tough one because I say this as well, but I like to have my phone in the room.
Me too.
Because, first of all, I like to listen to audiobooks in the dark, where so I can just concentrate on the story or the author's voice. And then also because I like to have an alarm. And I try not to look at my phone, actually, in the evening time that much, but I just like it.
I'm using the alternative,
Yeah.
like, trying not to use my phone a lot.
Yeah.
So if I have to watch videos or use social media, I'm trying to use on the laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if I need an alarm, I'm trying to use AI speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like actually use an alarm, not a phone.
Yeah.
Like a
Actual alarm.
An actual
alarm. Yeah. Old school.
So what should we do?
So, we should all make an effort to use this powerful and intelligent tool, the smartphone, in a way that enhances our lives rather than becoming a detriment.
A detriment to our lives. That's what it is. It's a tool. It's
It
a tool.
is.
And if
It
we
is
don't
a
know how
tool.
to use it effectively, then it's not going to be beneficial. Just like if you have a fork, if you don't know how to use a fork properly, it's not going to help you.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's the same thing. Except this tool has got so many good things on it, like Dexter in The Office.
Yes.
And I can phone people and read the news. Anyway, give us one more time the quote for today, Steve.
One more time. So, dopamine informs the brain about what is important and where to focus. So when a mobile phone triggers dopamine secretion hundreds of times a day, one cannot help but pay attention to the mobile phone.
Yes, not good.
Not good.
So don't do it.
Don't do it.
Thanks very much, Steve. It's always delightful when you pop in to see us on a Friday. And it's always nice to hear your tough guy trainer voice. Steve.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, it's time for us to say goodbye for today. I'm going to play you the final song, which will be 2,000 Miles by The Pretenders. It's a Christmas song, but I don't care. It's a great song. It only mentions Christmas one time, or a couple. Anyway, today's show was produced by Kim Hee-hyun and Laura McCluskey. It was written by Im Soo-jin and Nam Dong-hwa, hosted by Laura McCluskey, and of course joined by writer
Steve.
Thanks, Steve. We'll see you next week. Have a fabulous weekend. Until then, night-night.
Sometimes in a dream you appear outside under the purple sky, diamonds in the snow sparkle. Our hearts were singing, it felt like Christmas time. 2,000 miles is very far through the snow. I'll think of you wherever you go.
부산을 한 장의 사진에 담는다면 어디로 가야 할까요? 꼬꼬마 시절 이때만큼은 세상을 내려다보며